Girl, ever since I can remember, I've been hating in.
Number 4. Navigator. George Wood.
Good evening. I'm George Wood. Or are you watching in the morning? If so, that makes me your morning wood with an overactive Wii.
Don't you just hate it when YouTube assigns their own partners, and one of those partners turns out to be an unfunny, obnoxious douche who has no knowledge of video games at all? That's this guy. George Wood may have the professional Navigator. George Wood.
Good evening. I'm George Wood. Or are you watching in the morning? If so, that makes me your morning wood with an overactive Wii.
Don't you just hate it when YouTube assigns their own partners, and one of those partners turns out to be an unfunny, obnoxious douche who has no knowledge of video games at all? That's this guy. George Wood may have the professional sounding voice, but not the attitude. I mean, just listen to this rubbish.
Nintendo has emphasized that GoldenEye is not just another Doom clone. This may be true, but GoldenEye hardly redefines the genre. The graphics are excellent, except for the blocky human figures. Beating the game is impossible on the higher difficulty levels. Do yourself a favor. Don't even try them. After a few days of playing the game, it starts to get old. The game is way too short, only 15 main levels. The game would be better if we were treated with plot developments and cinema scenes just like the kind we get at the end of the game.
It's not even just George Wood who's out of his mind, but pretty much the whole company, aptly named the National Academy of Video Game Testers and Reviewer Corporations, who actually think they're professionals at video games. Yeah, that's like saying the National Institute of Mental Health is designed to cure cancer. I've only been reviewing movies for a couple of years, and I've played video games my entire life. And I'm sure I know a hell of a lot more about video games than these assholes. Do yourself a favor. If you want to experience nostalgic games, watch The Angry Video Game Nerd, or Benzai, or Armake21, or even Urinating Tree. Anybody except these twats.
Now that's virtual reality.
Number 3. The Irate Gamer. Oh yeah, you saw it coming. You saw it coming, you know. You know you saw it coming. That the angry, pissed off, hardcore kid, the 19-year-old loudmouth and reviewer of dumb kid shows, would put Mr. Chris Bores on his list. Go ahead, downgrade my video. Let the 1 stars roll. Insult me. Yell at me. Call me stupid. You know it. I know it. Every video game reviewer in the world knows it. Chris Bores is an angry video game nerd ripoff. Now granted, there are plenty of angry video game nerd ripoffs on the internet to go around. Nothing new. But the Irate Gamer, on the other hand, just proves his unoriginality by reviewing the exact same games, word for word, from James's videos.
Oh, when did he ever wear that sleeveless black shirt? Why is Marty wearing a black sleeveless shirt? It's some game designer who's laughing their ass off just decided to put a pizza down there. I mean, are you going to be suicidal enough to go and try to get that pizza? I mean, who's going to do that? It's impossible.
Just what the fuck were they thinking when they placed a pizza box way down here? Now, just how the hell am I supposed to get to this in time? If I go for it, I end up dying. So what's the reason for this?
What a shitload of fuck.
What a shitload of fuck!
I also think there's something seriously wrong with Force Emulator, because there are plenty of times where the quality just looks out of focus. But in his Back to the Future review, it's even worse. Where did all the color go? Is this the Christmas version of Back to the Future? And what is with all the special effects? Yes, they look good. They're certainly better than the Russian boomers. But they seem to only be an anchor to cover up the fact that he has no material of his own.
Yeah, ding-a-dang!
Even when he's coming up with his own material, it's still not interesting. He sounds duller than how I sounded during my earlier videos. Guess they don't call him Chris Bore for nothing. And his fan following are out of their minds. A lot of times they comment on saying that Chris is better than James, or James is ripping off Chris. What is with these nerds? Why such horrible language and ranting for nothing? It's ridiculous. Plus, just like Navigator, the Irate Gamer is a YouTube partner. This is another reason to hate YouTube. It seems like they partner up with whoever they want nowadays. Look, they made Nutty Madam 3575 a YouTube partner, and all her fucking does is to go on about how Twilight is, say what now?
Amazing.
Get the fuck off my property!
Number 2. Sizzler 07.
Well, hey guys, this is the Angry Video Game Nerd XD.
Ah! Yes, here we go. A true AVGN ripoff. Sizzler is this kid's name, and video games aren't his game. Again, like most other crappy reviewers, he's only made about 2 videos.
Hey guys,
But damn,
guess what?
in just
Today,
20 minutes
we're
worth of
gonna be
footage,
reviewing
he's
a
managed to rack up
classic
some
arcade
big-time
game
trolling.
that should've only stayed
Why?
on arcade.
Because he doesn't even try to make his reviews. No effort is put in. It's just like he took a video camera, pointed it at his TV screen, and did a shitty review of a game that's not shitty.
Arcade.
Check out this review of
No,
Mortal
no, no,
Kombat for the Genesis.
Mortal Kombat! That actually freaking sucks. Mortal Kombat should have only stayed an arcade game, not a freaking remake. Look at the cartridge even. The sign's there, and it's pretty promising enough, because all it is the sign, Genesis, Mortal Kombat, then Sega. But, you gotta understand, the company's different. So, instead of Midway, it's, Arena, I think. Whatever it could be, it's to me.
Can anybody make out fuck all what he said? Something about Midway? Like his brain is Midway working? This kid amazes me. In fact, the first thing we see when he starts the video is him setting the game up. Dude, editing is your friend. Windows Movie Maker, Sony Vegas, Pinnacle 14, Final Cut Pro, anything. Nobody is interested in watching Bill Richardson on CNN.
The title screen's promising enough, although it really looks old if you expect...
That's because it is old, dumbass. It's a 16-bit game released in 1992.
But, okay, so I'm just gonna press the A button. No, the A, B, C, Y, Z, X doesn't work. Only start.
Yeah, it says press start right in the middle of the screen, Tommy. Honestly, he rants about some of the most baloney crap ever. I mean, watch this.
It didn't even say round 1. All it said was fight.
It did say round 1 right on the top of the screen.
What was so good about this game? They screwed up. The fighting style animation is promising enough. But what you get is a freaking messed up arcade game. It didn't even say Scorpion wins. All it showed was Scorpion wins. Freaking.
This is a prime example of a stupid kid who wants to be like the angry video game nerd that just takes a random game, makes up crap about it, points the crappy camera a whole football field's length away from the TV, and makes a stupid review. Mortal Kombat, or in this case Mortal Kombat 2, these games don't suck. They are good games. They are fun. They are bloody, just the way we like them. Nobody cares about the graphics or the captions or whatnot. And besides, you are seriously out of your mind. The captions are right there on the screen. You're just making up stupid complaints about it. You dumb whore. You dumb kid. I lost my train of thought.
Here's what I gotta say to Mortal freaking Kombat. Mortal Kombat! Yeah!
Wow, epic punch, dude. I am a man! His other review of Contra is the exact same thing. All he does is whine about how the game's too hard and you can't get through the entire game without dying. Well, no shit. It's not like you're going to be able to beat the whole game in one go. It's a challenging game, yes, but it's still fun. You, on the other hand, are a fat dumbass who needs to go join the Irate Gamer, Navigator, and the Angry Nintendo Kid in the giant pit of failed game reviewers. Bye-bye, butt munch! Oops.